the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. The first carry for the Memphis man, Antonio Gibson. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's 2nd down.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep on.
On play action, Fitzpatrick. A throw to the flat here from McKissick. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass, a run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
From just shy of midfield, Fitzpatrick. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. Fitzpatrick to McLaurin there. 1st down, Washington.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on the opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Fitzpatrick to his tight end Thomas for the Washington 1st.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Gibson trying to run inside, but nothing there. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls. Check, 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 check.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. That is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
And that will be incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
4th down, Fitzpatrick. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. No score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Flushed out right. The ball comes out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A 1st down carry for Henry. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. This complete to Jones. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, and he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Tannehill. Flush to his right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. A give to Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
The running game's played a huge part in getting them down to this point on the field. I say stay with it. Keep pounding the football. Keep driving. Keep grinding.
Yeah, even down in the red zone, keep going for it.
No doubt about it. Dance with what brung you.
Now a 1st carry for their fullback. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Tannehill. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
It's brought in by Adam Humphries. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Fitzpatrick on 3rd and 2. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Elijah Molden. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 21. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
Back to throw, Tannehill. Buying time to his left. Space to maneuver at the 40. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Tannehill able to take off and pick up the first as well.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
From the 41, Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown! Julio Jones. 41 yards as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically, because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin, and that'll bring up second down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
On second down, a run with Gibson, and he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Play fake. It's Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. On the return, it's Rodgers. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Titans will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Here's Tannehill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be second and goal coming up. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. Hopkins with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it second and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Let's go. 30.
They snap it to Tannehill.
On the slant, he'll get it to Jones.
They should have put a stamp on me in the locker room.
Touchdown, Titans. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have taken the lead.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. DeAndre Carter returning it. A dangerous return man showing it here.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. Now Gibson.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13.
Right there, 54, right there, 54, Mike. 65, 52 and 56, 52 and 56.
To throw is Fitzpatrick. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
And Henry gets the call there on 1st down as he pushes his way forward. A pickup of about 5.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he is going to have the 1st down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. On 1st down, Henry. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A handoff running left, Henry. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet? Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there. Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 21-7. Will send this one away after the touchdown.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
Hey, check. 3 down. Hey, 20. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Target.
On second down, here's Gibson again. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the New York Jets. Here's a punter, Thomas Morstead, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. Braxton Berrios. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. That's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Wilson going to throw for it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Tannehill. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Here we go on 4th, Tannehill. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. A first look now for Darrington Evans. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Evans.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will have a Titans first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2.
And that's the way you get an opening drive going. Pick up the first down, convert on 3rd down, and how about doing it old school style, doing it with a running play.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Oh, baby, come on, let's go.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets...
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it, 6 points on the board. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Davis, 70 yards, and the Jets have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius.
It really does. It also lets you know that your preparation was pretty good, and now the defense has to do all the adjusting.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Tannehill steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side.
What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go toss right with Coleman. And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Here's Wilson. And he finds Tyler Croft. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down with a 1st down as they get about 14 out of that one, and we go to the 2-minute warning. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves to James. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
Eluding the pressure right. And the grab by Croft. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 3rd down, Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And, boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he shortened the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running left, Coleman on the toss. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. On 2nd and 12, Wilson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Wilson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Kroft there to make the grab. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Tannehill on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Airing one out for Crowder. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Final play of the half, it's Wilson. The throw taken in by Cole. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Here's Carter now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And finding Keelan Cole. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Johnson the intended target, and now it's 2nd down.
What a savvy read by the running back. He saw his quarterback was out of the pocket in a little bit of trouble. He just broke off his route and took off deep downfield. Thought for a second there they had him, but they were unable to connect for a big play.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
On 1st down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Glenn Dupree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. Here we go with Johnson. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
2nd and 10, Tannehill once more. He's going deep for Brown. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Wilson. And his throw here is incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. On the counter, here's Coleman. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And hauled in by Croft. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. So not only do they convert on fourth, but they pick up 22 yards in the process.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. Play action. Now Wilson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On third down, here's Coleman. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. Touchdown, Jets. Corey Davis, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes in.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Titans. Darrington Evans, 71 yards. And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 41. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Tannehill. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. They'll try the left side with Evans. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. The Titans on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Complete to Jones. And down inside the 15 he goes. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again to Henry. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Again, it's Henry. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know that sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Tannehill looking to throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Flushed out right. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Wilson. Uncorks one for Davis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The deep ball's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We've got a 1-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Oh, Wilson going to throw. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's got this down to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. But good hands there defensively at second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. It's complete to Cole. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll go as a gain of 12, and that should just about wrap this one up. The first down carry here for Johnson. He's to the 10. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Well, it has been the passing game that's really been responsible for much of the scoring so far. But let's not forget about this running attack. They're pretty good, too, as evidenced right there.
And I think, Brandon, the fact that they've thrown the ball so well contributed to that touchdown, because that was a defense that was really keyed up to cover those receivers. All they wanted to do was blanket them. They didn't have enough men in the box to stop the run, and you saw the end result.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 34. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. But
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And that might be Titan football. It is.
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake there, but I don't think it's going to hurt them in the long run. They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the two-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Out to Cole on the right side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Wilson wants to throw it. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we sign off from Nashville.